What pro or college sports team has the most insufferable fan base? Alabama Crimson Tide fans. I wouldn't say the most insufferable, but Chicago Cubs fans made a guy's life hell over a ball. Lol, clicked this to see like 100 Philadelphia Eagles comments. Ohio State University. I've lived in Columbus for my entire adult life. When I attended, I lived in the dorms closest to the stadium. I worked late nights near the campus for years. I hate all of them so much. They are any bandwagon fan. No ties to the team, but they're fans nonetheless. And Lakers fans. Massively entitled bunch. Texas A+M. Phillies, Eagles, not even close. The Cowboys, obviously. TCU, if you've met any you'd know. The pronounced the Lakers, Cowboys, Notre Dame. Texas A&M. Toronto Maple Leafs. Texas A&M. That fan who roots for the teams with the most championships and the highest payroll to be affording top-tier picks for players. They don't give a shit about their home teams because they've written them off for reasons of past glory or not enough championships to be proud over. And I get it. It must be frustrating to be a Baltimore Orioles or a Seattle Mariners fan when your team just cannot get the job done. However, there's nothing wrong with sticking with your team. I've stuck with the Boston Red Sox for a while. A part of their 86-year streak of no championship. They finally got a handful and I was more proud of the team than ever. And it's also okay to find other teams to support if you're that frustrated. It's just telling that you gravitate to the ones with the most titles. All of them. Yankees fans. Jesus Christ, they're annoying. The Cowboys are the Steven Seagal of the NFL. For about 30 years they've been hooting and hollering about their greatness, meanwhile allegedly vastly inferior opponents have achieved way more than they have. How do you know when a vegan, a Marine, and a Cowboys fan are in a bar? They'll have already told you before they even set foot inside it. When the fucking Houston Texans have more playoff wins than you've had in 27 years. That's a problem. They also are both led by the balls by an old shadow emperor who constantly trumps himself up to be the greatest human being alive. In the case of Jerry, he's the shadow emperor who still hasn't realized that he can't just chuck money at the problem. Until he gets a dynasty like he could in the 90s, and in Putin's case he's a literal shadow of himself who will hopefully die of the diseases ravaging his disgusting body. FC Barcelona fans, Warriors fans, Montreal Canadiens, Alabama college football, Michigan Wolverines, BYU. What do you have against Texas lol? Dodger fans, Tennessee, most insufferable fans and fight song. The Patriots fans who shockingly became Bucs fans when Brady went there. Hate the Pats, but I have a coworker who's had season tickets for 25 years. That's a real fan. Oh, also PSU fans. They really think Joe Pa did nothing wrong. That's cult-level delusion. Last one. Clemson fans. For years they'd play a cupcake schedule and almost lose to unranked Qs or BC every year. Then walk into the playoffs never having played an actual tough game. So totally fresh essentially. And act like they were great for beating teams that spent all season getting banged up in the SEC. Or Big Ten. The KC Chiefs fans totally racist chant. It is ignorant and needs to end. The Heidelberg student princes. Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Laker fans. Cedar Point State University. Almost all of them, let's be real here. Gotta be the Eagles. all the fans who being a fan of a team is their personality. If you asked me a few years ago, I would have said Pats fans. But they've been real quiet since number 12 left. I grew up a Pittsburgh fan in Eastern PA. So I've had plenty of squabbles with Eagles and Phillies fans. But I'd probably say Cowboys fans with their completely unearned sense of entitlement and grandeur. The only moral high ground they have over my team is that Tony Romo and Dak Prescott both seem like okay guys who probably never tried to rape anyone. Unlike our former QB, the Dodgers. Fans think their team is untouchable and then playoffs come around and they get put in their place. Oklahoma Sooners tied with Texas A&M Aggies. The Cowboys. So many choices. Insufferable has to be BYU fans. Notre Dame, Raiders, and 49ers. Any Philadelphia team. Eagles. Phillies. 76ers. Doesn't matter. Bill Burr once called out their racism citing Joe Frazier being from there. But instead having Rocky as their most prized athlete to the point of making a statue for Rocky. And not Frazier. Real Madrid fans. Portland. Patriots. The fucking Cowboys. Living in DFW is hell during football season.